Good morning, dear students. Today we'll continue our lesson number 2. And so far we have seen that how the ancient man, primitive man, settled their life after the discovery of fire and wheel. They started living their settled life. Now here today we'll do our rest of the session. That is settled life, food, shelter, and clothing. Now, what changes have come after the settled life in food, then shelter and clothing? Early life and pastoral activity transformed primitive man's life into settled life. Early life, okay, पहले what was their early life and pastoral activity. Now, what is this pastoral? Pastoral activity, it is a land used for the keeping or grazing of sheep and cattle. The keeping of or grazing or of sheep and cattle. This activity transform primitive man's life into settled life. We know that agriculture land cannot be left out because it takes some time for crops to grow. Everybody is knowing that agriculture land, farming land cannot be left out. Why? Because it takes some time for crops to grow. It is not like that today we have saw the seed and tomorrow we'll get the crops. No, but it will take time. It needs water, and crops have to be harvested when grains are ready. We all know that which are the necessary features to grow a plant: air, water, and sunlight, and some minerals also, right? So it needs water, and crops have to be harvested when grains are ready. When it harvested, when the grains are almost ready to grow. This process led to beginning of settled life in India, and this process led to the beginning of settled life for the primitive man in India. He also started making earthen pots for the storage of grain. After with this agriculture, with this farming work, he also started making earthen pots. Now, what is this earthen pots? Clay pots. Why? To store grains. To store grains. As the wandering life came to an end, wandering life. Why wandering life? Because previously in ancient time he was moving from one place to another place. There was a widespread change in their food habits, clothes, and shelter. As the end of wandering life, there was a widespread, very vast, very huge, okay, very big change in their food habits, clothes, and shelter also. Along with wheat, barley, meat, they started eating fish and fruits found near their settlements. Along with wheat, barley, and meat, they started eating fish and fruits also, which they found near their settlement where they were living nearby. Whatever fruits and fish they get, they started eating. He lived in a house made up of mud, thatch, and other such minerals. Now he started, after the settlement, he started living a house made up of mud, you know, that thatch, that they have said that is a hay, dry grass, okay, and other such minerals. Previously he used to live in natural caves, okay, and now after the settlement he started living the house made up of mud, thatch, and other such minerals. He did agriculture. He started doing agriculture or farming. He made farming implements of stone, which included spade, sisal, and sickle. What it is written? He made farming implements means weapons, okay, or instrument we can say. He made the farming weapons of stone implements. For farming he was using stone implements, which includes, and which implements: spade you have seen, then sisal you have seen, sickle you have seen. The following table shows the places in India where grains, shelter, weapons, and remains of animals have been found. Now here this table is given. From this table we can see the from which place we'll get this things. Now here place is written. First is Mehergarh. Now from Mehergarh we get this wheat, barley, sheep, goat, stone implements. Okay, these things we'll get from this Mehergarh. At present it is Pakistan. Second place is Koldi Hawa. It is in Uttar Pradesh, and from there we get rice, bones of animals. Then third place is Magad, that is in Uttar Pradesh, rice, sheep, goat, and stone implements. Fourth one is Langnaj. From Langnaj we'll get human settlement and rhino. Rhino is an animal. Then Burjhom and Gufkar will get, it is in Kashmir. It is in Kashmir. We'll get wheat, then lentil, dogs, peat house, etc. Here it is Chiran. It is in Bihar. We'll get buffalo, bull, and some implements. Now, we get information about their human settlements and cattle rearings from places like Burjhom, Gufkar, then Hurangi, then Mehrang, Langraj, and Bhimbetka. From these places, we'll get the information about human settlement and their cattle rearing. From places such as Mehergarh and Imangoin, we even get information about their houses and farming. Now, from these two places, Mehergarh and Imangoin, we'll get information. We'll get the information about their houses and farming, how their houses were and what kind of farming they were doing. They used to grow grains like barley and bajra. Which farming they were doing? They used to grow grains like barley and bajra. Sharp stone implements have been found from places like Mehergarh and Imangoin. Sharp stone implements, sharp stone instruments or weapons have been found from the places like Mehergarh and Imangoin. This might have been used for farming. For farming they used sharp stone implements. Mehergarh may consider to be the oldest village of ancient India. This you have to underline. Mehergarh may be considered to be the oldest village of ancient India. So which is the oldest village of ancient India? This is Mehergarh. If you see here, this kind of houses, okay, they were living. You see Mehergarh in the map. Here it is given. I have shown you. Okay. Farming of barley and wheat started from here. Now, farming of barley and wheat, it started from here, in Mehergarh and Imangoin. They reared sheep and goat. They also reared sheep and goat. They did farming. They did farming and store grains. They did farming, and for storing grains they started making earthen pots also. So in that they were storing the grains. Bones of animals have been found here. Even bones of animals also can be found there. They lived in rectangular houses, as I have shown you here on page number 9. They lived in a rectangular houses. If you see here, this is a rectangular houses. Okay, so they lived in a rectangular houses. Small barns have also been found in these houses. Small barns also been found in their houses. According to the evidences found in Mehergarh, they honored the dead by burning them. Now, according to the evidences means proof. Whatever proof they found in Mehergarh, they honored the dead by burning them. By burying them. How they were doing dead? What they were doing with that dead body? They burned them. Many such evidences have been found here. This kind of many evidences, many proofs they have we can find from these places. Evidence has been found at one place that goat was also buried along with man. One proof also found that the goat was also buried along with man. This suggests their belief that there is life after death also, and this suggests that they believe that after life after death there is a life after death. By the evidence of goat which was buried along with man, with this they believe that there is a life after death also. In the same way, a place named Inamgoin has been found in Maharashtra. This Inamgoin, it is found in Maharashtra, from where remains of dead bodies of children have been found. See, what they have found? The remains of dead bodies. The remains of dead bodies have been found. They lived in round shaped houses. In Inamgoin they lived in round shaped houses. In Mehergarh they lived in rectangular houses, right? But in Inamgoin they lived in round shaped houses. Then what these people were, they reared cattle and did farming of bajra and barley. They did farming of bajra and barley. Thank you.